Hello guys and welcome to my channel. So in this video we'll be learning one more method to remove indeterminacy, that is rationalization. Okay, those who are new to the channel, they can go through the first two videos of limits. Okay, their introduction and indeterminate forms is there, and factorization method to remove indeterminacy is also there in the previous two videos. Okay, so let's start with the second method to remove indeterminacy, that is rationalization. Okay, all of you have studied rationalization, all of you understand what rationalization means. Okay, what basically rationalization means is, rationalization is either you rationalize the denominator, rationalize denominator, or numerator, or both, depending upon your requirement in the question. Okay, so we'll see some of the questions in which you'll have to rationalize denominator or numerator, or maybe both, to remove the indeterminacy. Okay, so let's start with first question. It will be more clear with questions. So the first question is, your limit x is tending to 1 and the expression is given to you as 2x minus 3 divided by 2x square plus x minus 3 into under root of x minus 1. Okay, so this expression is given to you. You have to find out the limit of this function. Okay, so now if I substitute x is equal to 1 directly, if I substitute x is equal to 1 directly, this expression will be minus 1, but this will be 0, so the numerator will be tending to 0, and denominator also 2 plus 1 3, 3 minus 3, that will also be tending to 0, so it will be 0 by 0 indeterminate form. Clear? It will be 0 by 0 indeterminate form. Okay, so we have other methods also to solve this say in simpler ways, but we'll learn that afterwards. Right now what we'll be doing is we'll be rationalizing. Okay, so what is the irrational term that you can see here is, it is in the numerator. Okay, so what should we do is, we'll try to rationalize this term under root of x plus 1. So to rationalize this, what do we do is, we multiply and divide the expression by under root x plus 1, right? Both multiply and dividing the denominator as well as the numerator by under root of x plus 1. Okay, so now what the expression will turn out to be, the first term will remain as it is, 2x minus 3. Okay, now these two terms, under root x minus 1 and under root x plus 1, a square, a minus b into a plus b will become what? A square, that is under root x whole square, that will be x, minus b square, that will be x minus 1, right? And in denominator, what do you have is under root of x plus 1 into, what do we have? 2x square plus x minus 3. Okay, now we already know that one of the factors of this term will be 1, because what? When we were substituting 1 in the denominator, we were getting 0 in the denominator. So one of the factors will be x minus 1, right? So if you remember factorization, we'll move to factorization again. What do we do is, we can write this as limit x tending to 1, 2x minus 3 into x minus 1, right? And we can write this as under root x plus 1. Okay, now if I factorize this, if I divide this by x minus 1, what do we get? X minus 1 into 2x plus 3, right? If you multiply these two terms, you will get exactly 2x square plus x minus 3, right? Now this x minus 1 and this x minus 1, they can be cancelled out. Why? Because limit x is tending to 1, so neither this is exactly 0 nor this is exactly 0. They are both some finite quantities, so they can be cancelled out from numerator and denominator. Finally, if I substitute x is equal to 1 now, do we get an indeterminate form? Let's try. If I substitute limit x tending to 1 here in the numerator, what do we get is minus 1. So it will not be an indeterminate form. Hence, we can directly substitute the value of x. What do we get to find the limit? We'll get 2 minus 3, that will be minus 1, divided by what will be in the denominator? 1 plus 1, 2 into, this will be 2 plus 3, 5, 2 into 5. So the final answer will be minus 1 by 10. Alright, so this is how we use a rationalization of numerator or denominator or both to remove indeterminacy. Let's have a look at one or two more questions. Okay, so the next question for you is, Okay, let's have a look at the next question. Limit h is tending to 0 under root 2 plus h minus under root 2 whole by h. Okay, you have to evaluate this limit. H is tending to 0. Alright, again, what is the irrational terms you are having in the numerator? So what do? We'll try to rationalize the numerator. Okay, so how do we rationalize the numerator? We'll multiply it by under root 2 plus h plus root 2, again divided by under root 2 plus h plus root 2. Yes or no? What we have done is we have rationalized the numerator of this expression. So a minus b into a plus b will give you what? This expression will now become limit h is tending to 0, a square minus b square, that will be a square will be 2 plus h minus b square will be, sorry, b square will be 2. B square will come out as 2 divided by, this will be what? H into under root 2 plus h plus under root 2. Yes or no? Now this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled out. So what do we have now is we have limit h is tending to 0, h by h into under root 2 plus h plus root 2. Now can I cancel out this h and this h directly? Yes, we can, because h is not exactly 0, it is tending to 0. So this h and this h, they both are finite quantities and can be cancelled out. So finally what do we have is we have limit h tending to 0, 1 by under root of 2 plus h plus under root of 2. Now if I substitute the value of limit directly, what do we get? If I substitute h as 0, this will be root 2 plus root 2, that will be 2 root 2. So what is the value that you are getting is 1 by 2 root. So this will be your final answer. Clear, guys? Okay, let's move on to the next question from rationalization. Okay, so the next question is, you have to evaluate limit x tending to 1. Okay, question is evaluate limit x tending to 1, 4 minus under root of 15x plus 1 divided by 2 minus under root of 3x plus 1. Okay guys, again here if I substitute both in numerator and denominator, if I substitute x is equal to 1, this will be 4 minus under root of 15 plus 1, that will be 16, under root of 16 will be 4. So numerator will be tending to 0 and denominator again will be tending to 0. So this will be 0 by 0 form, right or not? Okay, so this is our 0 by 0 indeterminate form. Okay, so now we see irrational quantities both in numerator as well as denominator. So what do is we'll try to rationalize both the denominator as well as the numerator. So first we'll rationalize the numerator. So what do? We'll multiply it by 4 plus under root 15x plus 1 and divide it by again the same quantity, that is 4 plus under root of 15x plus. Yes or no? Yes. Now again in the next term, what do is we are rationalizing the denominator also. So for that what do? We'll multiply by under root 2 plus under root 3x plus 1 and divide it again by 2 plus under root of 3x plus 1. Is it clear or not? Clear, right? So now from here what do we get is, if I multiply this with this, a minus b into a plus b, these two terms will yield me what? Again I'll write this as limit x tending to 1, a plus b into a minus b, that will be a square, that will be 16, minus b square will be 15x plus 1, right? Again in denominator, if I multiply this to this, if I multiply these two terms, right, what do we get? A minus b into a plus b, a square minus b square will be 3x plus 1, right? Now what are the remaining terms? This term has remained in denominator and again this term is remaining in numerator. So we'll write it as it is, 2 plus under root 3x plus 1 by 4 plus under root of 15x plus 1. Yes or no? Now we'll solve this. So what do we get? Limit x tending to 1. 16 minus 1, 15. 15 I can take common. So if I take 15 common outside, what do we get? We'll get 1 minus x. Yes or no? In denominator, 4 minus 1, 3. 3 I'll take common. So what will we get? 1 minus x again. Yes or no? And right, and lastly here, again the same term, 2 plus under root 3x plus 1 by 4 plus under root of 15x plus. Now limit x is tending to 1. So this quantity will also not be exactly 0 and this will also not be exactly 0. So we can directly cancel these out. 3 into 5 is 15, and finally substituting the value of limits. So what do we get? We'll get 5 into, here if we substitute 1, 2 plus under root 2, that will be 2 again, 2 plus 2 will be 4. This will be 4 plus under root of 4, that will be 4 plus under root of 16, that will be 4 plus 4, that is 8. Or if we cancel this out, finally the answer that we'll get is, for this limit will be 5 by 2. Clear all of you? Okay. Alright guys, so let's move to the next question. Okay, moving on to the next question. The question for you is, evaluate limit x tending to a under root of x minus b minus under root of a minus b divided by, what is it, x square minus a square. Okay, we have to evaluate the given limit. Alright, so if you look at the expression carefully, we have irrational terms in the numerator. So we'll try to rationalize the numerator as well as we'll try to factorize the denominator also. So what do we do? First step is rationalizing the numerator. We'll multiply and divide the whole equation by under root of x minus b plus under root of a minus b, and same thing we'll do with the denominator, that is under root of x minus b plus under root of a minus b. Yes or no? So what does it turns out is, limit x tending to a, what do you get is a minus b into a plus b, that will be a square minus b square. So what do you get? X minus b minus of a minus b, a square minus b square. What's remaining in the denominator is, if you factorize this, x square minus a square, what do you get? X minus a into x plus a, and multiplied by under root of x minus b plus under root of a minus b. Yes or no? Clear? So if you look at this, minus b and plus b, they will get cancelled out. So what will remain in the numerator is, you have limit x tending to a. You'll have in the numerator, the only term remaining will be x minus a, and in the denominator what you have is x minus a into x plus a into under root of x minus b plus under root of a minus b. Yes. Now limit x is tending to a, so neither this will be exactly 0 nor this will be exactly 0. Again we'll cancel these factors out, and now this limit has been converted into determinate form. So if we finally substitute the value of x as a, what is the value of limit that we'll get is, we have 1 in the numerator, and in the denominator what do we have is a plus a, that will give you 2a into a minus b plus under root a minus b plus under root a minus b will give you 2 under root of a minus b. So finally the answer for this problem will be what? 1 by 4a under root of a minus b. Clear guys? So this is a very easy method, rationalization to eliminate indeterminacy of limits, right? Next method will be use of standard limits, that will be doing in the fourth lecture of course of the of your this chapter limits. Okay, so for this lecture this will be it. Practice more and more questions, do different varieties of questions, stay safe, stay home, be happy. And please, if you like the content of this video, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and please don't forget to subscribe. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much guys.